We're at the El Capitan, not to be confused with the one in Yosemite. This is El Cajon Mountain in the San Diego area. This says it's roughly a 6-mile hike in and out. I believe it's about a 5.5-mile hike in and out, but anyway. We're in sunny San Diego. It's about 80 degrees or low 80s, so it's sort of warm. I remember in the beginning, you walk up this road and it's a little steep in parts. This is a weird hike because it's like, it's up and down. There's 3,500 to 3,600 feet of total gain, but about 1,000 of that is on the way back. So it's about 2,500 on the way up in 5.5 miles, which isn't bad. So as you can see, there's some down sections and stuff. Got our first view out there, I believe, of the summit. We got about a half mile in. Probably gained almost 500 feet so far, I would imagine. Our next mile or so, I want to say, is like little ups and downs. We more or less don't gain any net elevation. Got a little breeze. It was hot at the bottom. I have a slight breeze now, which makes everything feel a lot better. Typical Southern California hiking. Nice dirt paths. No rocks to constantly step on. It's so much easier than Arizona hiking. Whoop! Yeah, see, so now we gotta drop some of these steep dirt slopes. Looks pretty cool out there, doesn't it? It's the highest point in the county, I believe. I don't know what the name of the county is. San Diego County? Maybe? There were 2 other cars in the parking lot. Who knows where they are? Pretty sure I drop down here. Pata Ranch. It's not where I'm going. Get some views out to the east, I think that is. Anxious to see what my total pace is on this 11 miles. I think I can hit it under 15, but I don't know. See, there's all these little ups, and now we got little rollers. If it were a race, I would have run that part up. Tasting the subway now. All right, so I think that is our. Actually, no, the furthest one. I pointed to the wrong one, I think. There are all these like false smaller summits. It's the one furthest out there. You can see the dirt path up to the right of that closer one. Yeah, we're going to that far one. So, sorry, I didn't point it out because the screen went blank, but I'll check in later. We've been cruising slightly downhill. We got a little climb now, and there's a bunch of people on this hill. I don't know if they're going up or down. Looks like one's going up and 3 or 4 going down, if I'm reading that correctly. I was hoping they were all going up so I could catch them all. Oh no. Oh yeah. 3 of them are going down, 1's going up. There might be another person too. Probably about a mile and a half in, if I had to guess. That first little mound we went around was called Silver Dome. So we're gonna pop off a little, I don't know, 100-foot gain or something right here. Maybe more. So check in later up. There's the summit out there. I'm in the middle of a brutal climb. Probably goes up, I don't know, 700-800 feet in like half a mile. Oh man, it's hard. It's also so humid here. I'm so sweaty, I'm not used to that. Passed the one guy up the first part of the first hill. I think there's someone ahead of me, unless I passed him. I took an alternate trail. There were 2 trails that were like quarter mile, went the same place. I suppose I could have passed him, but oh man, I'm moving slow up this hill. 25-minute mile, here we come. I think my alternate trail was steeper, which didn't help at all. The devastating thing is, at some point we get up here and then we drop like 500 feet and then have the last big, I don't know, maybe 1,000 foot, maybe a little less, push to the summit. We still have climbing to do before that drop though. I think we're probably getting up around the saddle or something. At least there's wind. All right, check in later. We're at the top of the second climb. That's like the middle third of the hike, I think. That was tough. If you've done this before, I'm sure you know. And now we drop, I think I said 500 before. I think it's about 300. So I was exaggerating, or just didn't know. ECM Summit. Oh, look at this. Shit, there we are. I think we're on the top of that, but maybe not. Yeah. This says we're 3.5 in, which I probably would have guessed that out of 5.5. Although that might be out of 6, which means out of 5.5. We are less. Uh-oh. We're just over 50 minutes. I think we're like 52 minutes in. So that's 15-minute pace for 3.5 miles. And we've had more up than down, obviously. So I think we're doing fine. That last mile was a slow one though. So, got our last downhill on the way to the summit. This does get steep from what I remember. I don't know why I didn't show that little man on that top of that second high point. We were definitely at the top. Oh well, maybe that means we were actually 3.6. Wish we didn't have to drop. Yeah, that point that you see, that's the left of the ridge formation. The summit's up higher to the right. You can't see it. Well, that's the summit that you see straight ahead. Yeah. This is tough. Probably have, I don't know, 400 to 500 more feet to gain. I've probably regained what I lost and then some on that 300-foot drop. This is not easy work. I'm gonna say I got 500 left. So, check in at the top. Alright, the trail weaves its way through this brush. I only have 0.4 miles left, according to my old trails. We're gonna hit, like, right on an hour and a half, I think, which will be like 30 miles. So not that great, but on the way down it'll be quicker, so should be able to average 15. On McDowell Mountain I averaged like 12:30, and that's very similar stats to this. Well, whew. We're on the ridge. There are signs everywhere. These green posts, like literally every 10 feet. A little excessive. That one's only like 6 feet apart. We're almost there though. Last minute or so. Wonder if anyone's up here. Not sure where the official summit is. Aha. Cajon Mountain 36:48. This one says 36:75. So hazy, can't really see down to the coast. Wind is great, fantastic. Good hike, highest point in San Diego County, or whatever county San Diego's in. Less than 4,000 feet though, so not very high. But beautiful views if it were not as hazy too. So check in later, or not till the next hike.